Well, hello, Facebook. It is Dr. Brandy B. I am here today in front of you for a very special presentation. It is the day that I get to launch and present to the world Shine, Understanding ADHD so your child can be a star. Welcome. Come on in and let me know you are here. Say something to me so that I know which friends have come. It's Dr. Nazarene. Thank you, Dr. Nazarene. She says, "Hi, Dr. Brandy. So proud of you." Dr. Nazarene has gone before me and paved the way by becoming a best-selling author. So congratulations to you, Dr. Nazarene. Miss Dia and Mr. Jeremy Hubbard, so excited to get my copy. They say, oh my goodness, thank you all so very much. We are talking about Shine today. I have my copy. And if you want your copy, please go ahead and get your copy of your ebook today during this hour at www.shineebook.shop. If someone will put that in the chat for me, that would be awesome. Thank you all so very much for coming. Let's see, we've got my classmate, Mr. Anthony Smith. He says, hello, Dr. Brandy. Priscilla Friend says, hello, you look beautiful. Thank you, darling. Miss Brandy Smith Bronson says, hey, Brandy, watching from Austin. I've got friends and fans everywhere, and I am so appreciative for you all coming. Jamira says, congrats, Dr. Brandy. Thank you so much for your congratulations. Miss Danielle says, hello, Dr. B. That's one of my mommy friends, guys. Dr. Sam says, congratulations. Let's see, Miss Smith says, hello and congratulations and thank you so much. Dr. Cecilia says, hello and hello to you. Miss Marsha Cheryl, you made it. Hello. You are a rock star, she says. Miss Dr. Nicole Cole says, congratulations. Miss LaWanna Bradford says, hello. Dr. Madeline says, Dr. Brandy, congratulations. Thank you so much. Dr. Madeline has also made it over to best-selling status. My cousin Latina says hello, and I am shining bright. Yes. Miss Letitia Watkins, thank you so much for your support. She says, Dr. Brandy Rudolph Bowling, you look amazing, and y'all know I just love that sort of thing. Thank you so very much. My sissy Keena says, hello, Dr. Brandy, you look gorgeous. I am so proud of you. Thank you all so very much for being here. Dr. Leslie says, congratulations, Dr. Brandy. Lawana Bradford says, you look beautiful. Congratulations, and thank you so very much. Miss Tari Nicole Cummings says, hey, Dr. Brandy B. Hello, Tari. Dr. Kenesha Alford says, shineebooks.shop. Please go on over and grab you a copy right now, guys. Just $2.99 for the electronic copy. Let's go ahead and get these books bought so we can make that bestseller list like we know that Shine should be. Let's see, Dr. Sutton, Madeline says the same thing, and make sure that you got a shine at the end. I'm sorry, an E at the end of shine and an E at the beginning of book. Miss Marsha Cheryl says, I need a book. How do I get it? Absolutely. Go ahead. You can get the ebook right now at www.shineebook.shop. You can also get a paperback copy like I am holding here for $20. That link is, someone would put it in the chat for me, is www.shineadhdbook.shop. If that link doesn't work, because sometimes it doesn't, never fear. I have a backup for you, and someone will be putting that in the chat for me very, very soon. I'm so appreciative for you all being here. Thank you so very much for coming to my first of many book launches. I am so excited. Let's see. Dr. Alfred, Kenesha Alfred says, congrats. Judge Patricia Stevens Moss says, congratulations. And Miss Marsha Cheryl says she is watching from New York. Thank you. We're taking all the time zones, and I love it. Miss Cecilia Mixon Crenshaw says, congratulations and thank you. My classmate Anthony Smith has put the website in the chat again. That's shineebook.shop. J.R. Moore and Associates says, congratulations, Doc. Thank you, Doc. Dr. Alfred says, you are shining today, and I love it. Thank you so much for the support. Miss Orange says, Congratulations. Thank you so much, Miss Orange. Miss Patrice Lett Porterfield, all the way from Pensacola, says, congratulations, Brandy, you rock. Thank you so very much. My cousin Christy from Atlanta says, eager to buy half a dozen of your books, and I am eager to sell them to you. So go ahead and hit that link. You can get the ebook, you can get the paperback book, you can get them all. I do want you to know, guys, only the ones that you order from the link I give today, paperback, will be signed. They are on Amazon, but I have no way to catch those and sign them. So if you want my little bitty signature on your book, which I know you do because I want you to have my signature on your book, go ahead and get it from the copy, from the link we'll put in the chat. Let's see, Dr. Stacy says, hey, Brandy. And let's see, Miss Jeremy, Mr. Jeremy and Miss Dia, they put the link in for the ebook. Please go ahead and get it. When you get your ebook, just go ahead and say, I got my ebook. That way I will know that you got your ebook. My niece Amber, all the way down in Mobile, Alabama, says, congratulations, Auntie. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so proud of you too, my little 2021 graduate. My friend Stacy Elrod Cole says, you look beautiful and congratulations. Congratulations to you for putting up with a doctor who's writing a book and doing a million other things, you and Miss Dia alike. Karen Lee Morris says, great to see you. Congrats. Thanks so very much. Mama Rudolph says, congratulations, Dr. Brandy B. Thank you, Mama. And Dr. Madeline says, you look fabulous, darling. Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pavita Singh says, hello, Dr. Brandy. And I say, hello to you. Pavita, y'all was so nice in helping me get to the point where this book was out of my brain and onto paper and in the form that you see today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Ernestine Wilson says, you are in your element. So proud. Thank you so very, very much for all of the support, y'all. Everybody who's coming in and chiming in, y'all have a special place in my heart. I could tell a story about each of you, but because we have a condensed amount of time, I won't be able to. But just know that you all are so very special to me. Dr. Stacy says, you look lovely and I love your energy. Congratulations. And I say, thank you, Dr. Stacy. I will be looking and waiting for your turn coming up soon. Dr. Sand says, shine bright, Dr. Brandy B. Yes, girl. Letitia says, how do we purchase the physical copy? That address has somebody put it in the chat for me. One of my friends, go ahead. It is a long name. Try shineadhdbook.shop. shineadhdbook.shop. There it is. If that link does not work, do not fret. I want you to have a physical signed paperback copy of my book. Let's see. Toya O from way back in elementary school says, hey, congratulations and thank you for always supporting. Jessica Young says, hello, Dr. Brandy B. Congratulations and you look amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Danella says she's so proud of me. Thank you. Dr. Deborah says hello and congratulations and thank you. Dr. Nazreen says, best-selling author right here. Proud of you. You look beautiful. Thank you. I am following in your footsteps. And Letitia says she thinks that's the link that was provided. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Victoria Coleman Jackson says, so happy for you. And I thank you. Miss Cecilia says, bestseller. Yes, girl, right here. You are looking at her. We've got to make it happen, though. Get over into www.shineebook.shop. Let's make it happen. Thank you so very much. Miss Terrelyn says, I'm sorry, that's Dr. Terrelyn says, hey, Dr. Brandy. Hey, Dr. Terrelyn. Dr. Leslie says, I got my copy. Yes, thank you so very much, Dr. Leslie. Terrence Francis says, congratulations. And I say, thank you so very much. Dr. Sand says, I got my copy. Dr. Terrell says, congratulations. My pastor says, congratulations. Thank you so much, Reverend Young, for showing. Dr. Madeline says, this is how you can get your autograph copy. Dr. Madeline, if you don't mind, would you put the just in case link for that in case the shineadhdbook.shop does not work? My cousin Vicky says, congratulations. Pavita says, I got my ebook. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Stacy says, I got my copy. shineebook.shop. Karen Lee Moore says, I ordered the paperback. Can't wait to read it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Tiara, my cousin. Yes. Congratulations. MDB is so proud of you. Yes. Oh, I know who that is now. Thank you so very much, MWP for stopping by. I couldn't read, y'all. I couldn't read. Got too far away from the screen. Let me come back up. All right. Amber says, I got my ebook. Yes. These are all my mom friends, y'all. My mom friends say they have my back. Dr. Stacy says, bestseller status loading, and that's a hashtag. Let it load. Absolutely. Toya O says, you are gorgeous, and I'm proud of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dr. Nicole Cole says, shineebook.shop. That is so correct. Marcella Anderson Roberts says, hello, my sister. Dr. Brandy B, congratulations on the new book. Sarah says, hey, Dr. Brandy. Renee Woodard says, congrats. Bridget Cooper, congratulations. You rock, looking good. Thank you so very much. Kenisha says, this is what Upward Bound and turning on two wheels would do. God is good. Yes, he is, y'all. She is talking about in high school how we were in Upward Bound, and we are here now. Yes, Bridget Cooper, shineadhdbook.shop. Make sure you get your electronic copy now. Let's go ahead and grab a copy now. My niece said shineadhdbook.shop. Nicole Cole says she got her ebook. Thank you so much, Dr. Nicole. Megan Mail says, we are so proud of you. Megan and Dr. Gray. Hello, Megan, all the way in Kansas. Thank you so very much. Thank you all so very, very much. Miss Bridget Cooper got her copy. Thank you, Dr. Taylor. This book is going to help, oh my goodness, so many people. And that is my intention, Dr. Taylor, that not that I get on some bestseller list, but that people actually get the book who need it. That is why I do what I do every day, all day. My nurses are on here, y'all. They know the energy that I give. It's like this every patient. Sometimes I get like the little engine that could, and I start puttering, and they just pick me up and say, we only have 3 more to go. And I'm like, but we've seen how many already. But every time that camera comes on, or every time I walk into that room, I'm going to give this same level of energy, and I'm going to shine, because every single family deserves my very best, just like the first one did before I entered that room. I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. Thank you for coming, Dr. Madeline, best-selling author Chandra Tarver. Thank you so much, Christy. Praise the Lord for your gifts and for shining. Sean Shepard says, congratulations. Jamira, you will shine because God is with you. Thank you all so much. Sis Keena says she got her ebook and her paper book. Thank you so very much. Madeline has put there, Dr. Madeline has put there for you the paperback version. Go ahead and make sure that if you're having trouble, that you go to the Publish Your Gift.pages website. My husband, Fred Bowling, y'all, who honestly, second to God and my mom, helping with these kids and everybody else, my husband is absolutely amazing. So he keeps me propped up and tells me to keep going, and tells me to sleep sometimes too. I don't like when he tells me to do that, because I need something to get something off my brain and into book. But thank you so much, Fred Bowling. He is trying to buy 10 copies, and we want to make sure that he can. Yes. Hope White says, congratulations, Dr. Brandy. You look beautiful. Just got my ebook and a paper copy. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to get my signed copy also. You are headed to the bestseller list. Thank you so much, Dr. Hope. Miss Patrice says, please share the link for the autograph edition again. Go ahead and put that in if you don't mind, Miss Dr. Madeline. Ashley Chris says, congratulations. I have my ebook and can't wait to read it. Miss Crystal Mullen Johnson, thank you so much. She says, congrats. We've got the links there. Love it. Love it. Go ahead and get the link in for the paperback. Brandy says she's got hers. We got more questions people about trying to get the paperback. And believe me, I want you to have it. I want you to have this paperback. I want you to have the e-copy. I want you to have it all. I want you to shine so bright that we need shades when we enter your presence. So go ahead and get it. Let's get that link in the chat. I've got some amazing friends, y'all. We just keep each other propped up, and I thank God for them. Got to get a shout out right now to my business coach, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre keeps us all propped up, and sometimes he has to leave us alone to get us to really get moving. But thank you so much, Dr. Dre, for doing what it is that you do. Let's see what Miss Ebony says. Congratulations, lady. Can't wait to read you. By the way, you look absolutely amazing. Y'all are so y'all are just so gracious to me, and I appreciate every bit of it. And we're tagging folks, and we're putting in that. And we've got Miss Sharon Wills. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Let me go ahead. Vicki Boland's got her ebook. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. I am Dr. Brandy B, your triple board certified child and adolescent psychiatrist. And through my Facebook live stream, which is Focus On It Friday, speaking engagements, just if you run into me in Walmart and you ask me something about your child, now, I may not look like this, but I'm going to have the same energy, and I'm going to tell you, let's do whatever we need to do to help this baby shine. Like I said, day in and day out, I think ADHD, I live ADHD. I love treating ADHD because even though I'm board certified in adult psych, even though I'm board certified in pediatrics, even though I'm board certified in child and adolescent psychiatry, nothing brings quite the joy from 1 month to the next than seeing a child come in limping out of third grade, get beaten down and trodden, and just getting into trouble every single night, coming in assuming the position of getting a spanking, frustrating their parents. Nothing that I could ever treat brings me the joy that taking that child from failing to flying high than ADHD. And I am so grateful to God that I get to be the one that's chosen to do it. More importantly, I am grateful to God for each of you. I don't know how many of you are here. Oh my goodness, God just answered prayer, showed me something that I had been praying for. But each one of you for being here right now, I thank you. I thank you for the listeners who have been putting up with my voice, my hair changes, my hair wrap style changes from this time last year when I said I want to go out and I wanted to talk to the world about shining. I'm going to go to people on Fridays at noon and I'm going to knock. And I don't care if they answer or not. I'm going to talk to them about ADHD. You all have welcomed me into your hearts. You welcomed me into your homes. And I know you have because you inbox me. And even if you don't inbox me, you stop inboxing me, which means that either you got tired of me or the situation got better. And I am so grateful for each of you. As I said, I'm grateful for my friends who are in this journey with me, my husband, my children, y'all, who I have to run away and say, I'm talking to my friends from around the world. Don't come down here asking me to open a Capri Sun, but they do it anyway. And they have come to be some of my biggest fans as well. I want to talk to you about the book itself. Let's see if we have any questions over here. Let's do what we need to do to help this baby shine. Amen. You are blessed. Yes, listen, my nurses will tell you I am all about what do we need to do to help these babies. That's what I want to do. I want to help these babies. But I first sometimes need to help mamas and daddies get out of the way so we can help the babies because that's what we really are here to do. I want to read to you for you some excerpts. But before I do that, let me tell you a little bit about me and how I came to have so much shine. Well, a little bit of the shine I was just born with. Back in Birmingham in the late 70s, God said, let me bring forth someone who's going to shine. And that happened to be me. Grew up with a mom and dad at home. Grew up doing what I was told because I was kind of halfway scared. And I thought my mama might have hurt me. So I said, better do what I'm told. And so I went to school, graduated in the top 10% of my high school class, graduated, gave no problems. I don't think I did. My mama's on here. She might have something different to say. And then I got accepted to college, like many of you have on here with me today. And I chose Vanderbilt University in Nashville. It had to be out of the state of Alabama. That was the only requisite because my family told me no, and I love you more than they told me anything else. So I said, I'm going to make my own yes. So I went to Vanderbilt in Nashville, met some amazing friends. Some of them are here with me today. And then afterwards, I decided I was going to apply to med school. Not exactly a true statement because I decided in 10th grade that I would apply to medical school, that I wanted to be a pediatrician, like my own pediatrician, Dr. Jacqueline Stewart, who wrote my foreword in my book. And if you know how I feel about Dr. Stewart, better not nobody say that about Dr. Stewart. So I was coming home, as I always did, and I would stop by to see Dr. Stewart. And Dr. Stewart told me one day, I want you to think about a subspecialty. And I left Dr. Stewart's office very angry at her that day because she knew I wanted to be just like her. And here she is telling me to go and think of a subspecialty. Now, I had a neuroscience degree from Vanderbilt, but I didn't want to be a neurologist. And so another good friend of mine, Dr. Andrea Scott, and she's married now, but can't think of her name, but she said to me, well, partner, let's find something else. And we found this triple board program. And in the triple board program, you could become all three, a pediatrician, an adult psychiatrist, and a child and adolescent psychiatrist. And I said, that's it. She said, well, partner, we call each other partner because of a mishap on an OB service when we were in med school. But she says, partner, you love giving advice and people listen to you. I think that this is what you ought to do. Well, I didn't know that psychiatry was not so much about giving advice, but I said, yeah, let's do it. And there I was, finding myself in residency to be three types of doctors, not one, not two, not three. When somebody, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Somebody at the local medical school said to me, you know, with a visual, you know, you won't get in here. The chances are low. So I went from being someone who somebody said, you won't get in here, to somebody who's not one, not two, but three. Can somebody put three in the chat? Three types of doctors. I can look in your ears. I can treat the mama and I can treat the baby all in one sitting if I chose. All right. That's the way that God blessed me. So I went off to Indiana University because I said, Lord, where you want me to be, that's where I'm going. And I'm going to be happy about it. So I ended up there, met some amazing people there. Some of them are here with me too. Three, somebody said three. Three types of doctors, y'all. Three, not one, but three. All right, get the IU. Life is good. Now, what I left out of the story was that not only did I want to be a doctor, but I wanted to be a wife and I wanted to be a mama. And I thought, oh my goodness, motherhood is going to be grand. My kids are going to be just like I was, because that's how everybody's kids are, right? They go to school. They make good grades. They stop when you tell them to stop. They go when you tell them to go. They run when you tell them to run. They get in the bed when you tell them to get in the bed. Now, I got in the bed, but I did not go to sleep. I told my mama on a few occasions, you can't make me go to sleep. Didn't work out all right, but I'm still here. I'm still standing. I am still standing despite the fact that I told my mama I wasn't going to go to sleep, but I did get in the bed. And she told me that's all I told you to do anyway. But anywho, that's beside the point. Y'all know Dr. Brandy. We have stories for days. I went to IU, y'all, and I went there thinking that I was going to get married one day. I was going to have these kids. And that these kids that I would have would be like the kids that everybody else has. They would be like me. Now, I was far from perfect, but I at least tried to do right. Just like right now, far from perfect, but I try to live a life that will be pleasing to myself, to the people I am around, and to the ultimate person who I care about pleasing. But what I found as a fellow was that every child wasn't like I was. And every child was not like the child that I hope my children would be. You see, one day, a couple came in. They appeared to be a happy couple, a mom, a dad. They were married. They had one child with them. I thought this would be easy. What in the world are they doing here? Because I was like most people. I just thought that ADHD looked a certain way, and I didn't know that it affected anybody except the child who looked the way that it looked. So I thought. And as I sat, I noticed that this child rearranged the office. And I said, oh my, this is special right here. Let me get ready. And I think I told that child 1, 2, because that's what you're supposed to tell them. 1, 2, 3, and they sit down or they stop. That child said 3. I said, uh-oh, this is a little bit different. But what was more telling and touching for me was that the things that I could see and hear and sense, I could hear the deep sighs and the heavy breathing from the mom and the dad. I could see how their backs were to each other as they disagreed on what one was telling me over the other. I could feel the tension because it was so thick in that room that you would have needed a machete. I think that's a pretty sharp knife to cut it. And then the last thing I remember hearing before hearing the mom sob was the dad walk out of the room and slam the door. Pow! All that happened on a regular clinic day. I thought, this was going to be different. And it was at that moment that I had a career-changing incident. It was at that moment that I knew that in that household, days were gloomy, long, and sad because of a four-letter word. Well, it's not a word, but an acronym. ADHD. Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. I knew at that point, by the way that dad stormed out the door and from the sobs that mama gave, and I'm a touchy-feely type of doctor. I'm a psychiatrist, but I don't mind giving a hug. And I felt that when she hugged me. And she said, I just don't know what to do. And I said, there needs to be some light here. And it was at that point that I said, I think I can give some shine. And so I have committed my entire career. Now, don't get me wrong. I treat a little bit of everything. But where my heart speaks is when I see a child with ADHD, because I know that family who no longer is speaking and communicating, they need a little bit of shine. And I know that mom who's being called to come pick that child up because they are just not able to stay in their seat. And her boss has told her, if you leave one more time, you may not be able to come back. I know that she needs a little bit of shine. And I know for a fact that child who never gets picked to be on the team of the N kids for kickball, for baseball, for any ball, I know that kid needs some shine. And I know for a fact that when that mom and that dad sit down at night and they get down on their knees to pray and they think about where their child's life is headed if something doesn't change, I know they need some shine. And I'm so glad that I can give it. And that's why I wrote it in my book, appropriately labeled Shine. Understanding ADHD so your child can be a star. I'm going to read some excerpts, but I want to make sure I haven't missed anybody. Over here in there we go. Dr. Kimmy says we're here to help the babies. Nikki Klein says, what's the name of the book? Shine. Understanding ADHD so your child can be a star. Thank you so much for stopping by. Always a perfect child, my mother said. Look at that. I'm glad I came back to read this. Somebody get that screenshot of Diane Rudolph saying always the perfect child. But I try not to give too much trouble. I really did. Ernestine Wilson says, I have my copy. And one more friend, thank you so very much. Dr. Stewart says, Anthony Smith, Rachel, my longtime friend and my makeup artist. Thank you, Rachel. She says, thanks for all you do. I am so proud of your many accomplishments. You are such a blessing. Thank you, Rachel. And the same to you. Dr. Andrea says, congratulations. Rachel says, congratulations, Dr. Brandy B. Pavita Singh says, I love your story, Dr. Brandy. I have so much admiration for you, and I couldn't be more proud to be going through this process with you. You are brilliant. Thank you so much, Pavita. That means so much to me because y'all, sometimes the light left me when I was trying to write this book. I had to turn it back on, y'all. I had to get fired up because it got dim on some occasions, but I knew that I had something to tell and that it needed to be put out in print. Thank you so much, Pavita. Nikki Kane says 3 types, Dr. Madeline, Toya, Miss Smith, Miss Ernestine, Rachel, 3 types. Amber Green says 3. Dr. Kimmy says triple boarded. Yes, Jamira says 3. Look at God. Dr. Stacy, 3. Hello. 3 types of Dr. Toya. Oh, just like that. Dr. Andrea says 3 types of doctors. Madeline, the doctor says triple boarded. Sin says 3. Teresa Davis says 3 types. Dr. Nicole Cole says, you look so gorgeous. Mommy to 3. Wife, triple board, physician, and community advocate. I am so proud of you. And yes, Dr. Nicole, I do all of that. Somebody said, when do you sleep? I said, Lord, as long as it's not when I'm driving, it is all right. I will get it in. Dr. Stacy says 3. Boom. Miss Sharon Wilkes says, you are so awesome. 3 types. That 3 is significant. God knew what he was doing. Yes, he did. And I'm just so glad that I was obedient. Mama says 3 types of doctors, and she knows she was there for all of it, y'all. Cecilia Mixon Crenshaw says 3. Miss Smith says, please post the link for both books. Well, one of my friends go ahead and put that in the chat for Miss Smith, please. Miss Bridget Cooper says 3. Keena, Dr. Keena says, hey, AP, triple PPP, board certified. Dr. Stacy says, LOL. Dr. Ellie, hey, Dr. Ellie. Dr. Keena is giving me the smiley faces. Miss Sharon says, 3 kids too. Look at God. He is so intentional. And you know what, Miss Sharon, he really is intentional. And we just have to believe that it's going to happen when he wants it to happen. And our job is to stay the course. Miss Christy Crenshaw says, happy for your success, Dr. Brandy B. They were overwhelmed and needed Dr. B. They really were. They were overwhelmed. Miss Sharon Ellis, Dr. Ellis says, I got my book. Miss Cecilia, Dr. Cecilia says, I got my book. Yay. Dr. Keena says, you're amazing. Katrina Watson says, y'all, this is my good friend. She says, love that. This is where your heart speaks and that you are sharing wisdom, inspiration, and treatment options. Shine. Yes, 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 yes. Have y'all gotten the e-copy? Have you picked it up? $2.99. One of my friends is putting it in the chat, but in case you need to know, it is www.shineebook.shop. Go ahead and get it. Dr. Kimmy says, we all need a little bit of shine. Yes, we do. And you know what, Dr. Kimmy, sometimes I have to tell myself to shine. I'm not the type of person who gets down and sad. Well, because I'm not the type of person that gets irritable. What you see right now, if y'all know me, you know that this is me all the time. I like to cut up with the best of them. I am a real jokester. But every once in a while, you know, you get tired. Your light starts to dim and turn out. And the problem is I need to go to sleep. But sometimes it just happens. And I have to tell myself, girl, you were made to be a star. And that's what I tell my patients. You were made to be a star. Why in the world are you letting somebody else dim that light? Get out there and shine. Yes, I love it. Christy Crenshaw says, Dr. B, your heart is amazingly healthy. Your family and whole community is beaming with joy for you. Thank you so very much. Dr. Keena got her shine. Jameer says, beautiful story. I can hear and feel your passion. Thank you for your passion. I pray God continues to guide you. Thank you so much. That is my prayer as well. Dr. Terrell says, Dr. Brandy is telling my story before my child's diagnosis 3 years ago. Dr. Brandy's advice has helped tremendously. Dr. Terrell called me one day. I was on the treadmill. I said, let me stop, sis, because I can't be on the treadmill and let this passion out. One of these exercises has got to go. And right now, I hear a mama in need. Sean Shepard says, I just ordered my copy. Can't wait to read it. Miss Cheryl Will says, educators need to be trained on how to work with children who have ADHD diagnosis. Little Johnny is not slow or bad. He certainly is not bad. We talked about that on Focus on It Friday about a month ago. He needs balance. You were called for this. Keep shining. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I think, y'all, that even the sun is shining. It was raining a little bit earlier today, but God knew that we needed some shine on this sunshiny situation. Oh, my goodness. Dr. L says, hello, Dr. Brandy. Congratulations. Lauren says, congratulations. Love you and proud of you. And right back to you, mommy of two. Dr. Madeline has posted the ebook copy here for your pleasure. Shine ebook, 2 E's, right? The Shine E and then the ebook.shop. So you can go ahead and get that. Help me get over to the list where I was destined to be, because I'm shining and my book is too. And if my book is shining and somebody reads it, guess what that means for their family? Their family is shining too. My husband says 3 is the family number. Yes, it is. Lauren says, oh, yes, because both of us, he and I, are both from families of 3, 2 boys and a girl at the end. That was me. I was the girl at the end. Lauren says, you have always given 1,000% since the day I met you. Glad to call you sister and friend. Ooh, she says, ooh. Right, girl. Thank you, girl. 1,000%. That is me, y'all. I don't know where it comes from. I told my mom the other day, I said, it's only so many pieces of pizza in a pot. You know, in the circle, it's only so many. But somehow, if somebody calls, I'm going to try to cut one in half and see if I can go over there and give a little bit to them, because I want everybody to win. I know that's a common saying now, but I really do. Let's see. Dr. Cecilia has posted the link. Dr. L says, aborted Delta Strong. Get your book that says Dr. Cecilia. Dr. Kenesha offers this. We have our paperback books ordered, headed back to work. I am super excited. Thank you so much for stopping by and for getting in your order. Dr. Terrell got her copy. Mama says she's got hers. Dr. Madeline has put the publisher gift, which is my publishing company. Thank you all so much for everything that you've done to help all of us doctors see our way through. We are, we write our notes, but we certainly don't write books. And so we appreciate you all for working with us. That is the gift, the link there. The book is $20 until midnight tonight. Shipping is free. After midnight tonight, you will pay for shipping, but the shipping's on me until midnight tonight. So go ahead and get your paperback copy. It will be signed. Give me a couple of minutes to sign them all after I get a long nap after this, and I will get your copy to you ASAP. Chrissy says, feeling your karma and uplifting energy. Go, Dr. B. Got my book, says Marcella. Dr. Terrell says, love this energy. Dr. Alicia Ellis Cox. Dr. Alicia Ellis Cox, she and I go back by a couple of years. An amazing physician, an amazing friend. She said, Dr. Brandy B, this is what you need to be doing. And I'm so glad that we had that conversation. She says, love me some Dr. Brandy Rudolph Bowling. She is amazing and such a gift to kids, especially those dealing with ADHD. Y'all, that's my colleague. I appreciate those words so much. Love you right back, Dr. Alicia. Dr. Stacy says, get out there and shine. Absolutely. Dr. Madeline has posted the ebook copy again. Dr. Miss Marcella, Attorney Marcella says, bring it, Dr. Brandy B. Pamela, thank you so much for joining. I was so excited when I saw your name on the list because I said, oh my goodness, I wonder if she's still following my page. But congrats, we'll be getting it. Thank you so very much. Dr. Stacy got hers. Let's see. Your book's message is so needed, says Christy. Kim Bell says, Dr. Brandy B, so proud of you. You look beautiful. Keep up the great work. And thank you for calling, y'all. She called me in the morning. She said, your test is live. I said, girl, let me get it down. Thank you so very much. Miss Llewellyn, thank you so much. Always support. Comes to every Focus on It Friday. I just absolutely love it. Christy Crenshaw says, let's go and get some talk shows like Tamron Hall. Do you know them? Send them my way. I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. I'm going to get some lemon for my voice because lemons are yellow and I'm going to keep shining. Yes. Mom says, I am a blessing to the children. And thank you so much, Mom. Dr. Cecilia says, got my pre-ordered autograph book too. Yes. Dr. Stacy says, yes. Let's put it into the universe. Speak it into existence. Dr. Kimmy says, let's go get you on the bestseller list so that you can keep shining. Thank you so much, Dr. Kimmy. The way to get me on the bestseller list, guys, you'll see it right there rolling across your screen. You purchase your ebook, only $2.99, guys. www.shine.ebook.shop. You get all this knowledge, but you get it to go on your tablet, on your phone, however you choose it. And we're getting the message out. Let's see what we got here. Jamira says she's tagging someone. Thank you for tagging. Sharon, Miss Wilk says, you're so genuine. I love your passion. Who can't shine after being in your presence? I don't know, Miss Sharon, but guess what? If they aren't shining when they leave my presence, I can't be in theirs because you know what happens when it's too much shine and a little bit of dull. One is going to win. I can't risk it. After a couple of encounters, if you still sad and dark, Miss Sharon, I'm going to have to give it to somebody else because I've got to keep my shine for the people that want to shine like I do. Yes, that is so true. Christy says, writing this book has made you look 10 to 12 years longer. Girl, thank you. Honey, thank you. I received it. And Miss Smith says, got it. So glad you were able to get it. Yes. So very proud of you, says my mama. I love you to pieces, mama. My mama is the best mama around. I know some mamas on here, but ain't no mama like the one I got. And yes, that is colloquialism because it ain't no mama like the one I got. And I love me some Diane Rudolph. Got my copy, says Dr. Kalechi. Yay, you are phenomenal. Love your energy. Love you, Dr. Kalechi. Thank you so much for coming. Chanel Kastner, thank you. Going to purchase a physical copy. Let me get the link for that. Yes. It is in here. How to order the physical copy, says Reverend Young. If someone would write that again in here, that would be awesome if we could get that again. There it is right there. Come down just two from where you posted, Reverend Young. Dr. Madeline has published that. Publish Your Gift L pages. That's your signed paper copy. The shipping on that is free until midnight Central Standard Times. All right, Dr. L is tagging someone. Miss Tanhauer, she says, congratulations, cousin. So proud of you. She attended my Focus on It Fridays as long as she could. Then duty called and she had to go back to teaching those kids. So thank you for what you do, because guess what? You are in the trenches. This book, not only was it written for parents, it was written for teachers. I have teachers in mind. What I didn't share with y'all about my story, though, is that both of my grandmothers, my maternal and paternal grandmother, were both master level educators. And so I grew up around teachers. Became the black sheep when I decided I didn't want to teach anymore. But I found my passion, but I still have a special place in my heart for teachers, because y'all are out there in the trenches. And all of this that I do it for you, because I want to make your job easier as those educating. And also because nobody, and I don't care what your profession is, some teacher taught you what you needed to know to get there. So shout out to all the teachers who are here with us today. Clarence 3 says, this is awesome. Congratulations. Excited to get my signed copy. Keep shining. We've got Miss Frida Fountain. Courtney Jackson says, I just joined and I'm on 13. Yes, girl, we want you on 13. We want you to stay shining. Listen, y'all, life is going to send you some blows. You're going to end up with the kid that didn't come out shining. But what you need to do as parents is understand ADHD, understand asthma, understand eczema, understand schizophrenia, understand whatever it is. Cross out ADHD and put whatever it is that you need to put to understand about your child, so you can help them shine. I don't care what it is. Maybe it's your own stuff. Maybe you need to cross out your child. Maybe it's you. We all can shine, but we've got to figure out what's keeping us from doing it and tackle it head on. I promise I'm going to get to something from the book. Keandria Stevens Jones says, Madam Officer, I am so proud of you. I'm going to purchase the book after this live. Thank you so much. Rita says, awesome. Let's see. Gonna order as soon as the party ends. Go ahead and get your e-copy right now, guys. Get your e-copy right now if you can. That helps me to go on the list where everybody will be able to see when they come on Amazon. Look at this yellow book. It's shining. It's a bestseller. That's the one I need, because that is the one that they need. Auntie Louise is watching. We thank you so much, Auntie Louise. Dr. Kalechi says, I shared on my Mary Kay page. I need them to shine their light on all our children. Thank you so much, Dr. Kalechi. Miss Smith says, thanks, Letitia Watkins. Miss Letitia Watkins is definitely a supporter of Dr. Brandy B, and we appreciate her. So now, Miss Smith, if Miss Letitia is a friend of yours, and that means you're a friend of mine. We are now friends, and we're going to shine together. Dr. Madeline says she purchased her autographed copy. Yes, thank you, Dr. Madeline. Dr. Madeline was able to step away from posting the link here for you all so that she could use it herself. Dr. Madeline was up with me getting ready for you all, and I just absolutely love all my doctor friends. Thank you all so much. Dr. Stacy says, I love that connection you have to educators. Absolutely, Dr. Stacy. Without a teacher, none of us would be here, right? So we need to make sure we are a little bit gentle with our teachers, because now we know, wink, wink, what it's like to be a little pseudo teacher, because we had Johnny and Janetta right here with us for half the year. So we know, let's be extra special, gentle, and nice with our teachers. Yes, Chrissy says, all my 5-star family members, yes, y'all are awesome. Miss Letitia says, you're welcome. Gonna order as soon as I can. Dr. Stacy says, I'm preaching today. Girl, that's what they call me. In one of my mommy groups, they call me a deacon girl, because I get so passionate. My pastor's on here, Reverend Jesse Young, so super supportive, he and his wife. And I've been doing these lives, and I said, now I know what it feels like to be up in the pulpit, nobody saying anything back. I said, y'all comment, but y'all have been absolutely amazing today. Can't even catch my breath, but that's what the after party is for. I'll sit down, get some unsweet tea and a lemon, and I'm going to keep on shining, because guess what? When life gives me lemons, y'all know what I do. I put Splenda in it. And guess what I just thought about? Oh my goodness, the Splenda package is yellow. Hello. Oh my goodness. Y'all got me cutting up here today, but I am so excited to be with y'all. And I'm so excited that you're here with me. Miss Ernestine Wilson, y'all, I could tell you some stories about her. She is a big sister to me. She says shine. She's an educator as well. She and her mom. Miss L says, got my printed copy, shine the book. Peace and love from my cousin Christy. Miss Patrice says she ordered hers. Dr. Taylor says she shared to 3 ADHD support group pages. They need this. They need me. They need me, Dr. Taylor. Dr. Taylor, go ahead and tell them that they need me. Tell them, Dr. Taylor. Tell them I got off the treadmill. I dropped what I was doing so you could get what you needed. I probably want to get off the treadmill anyway, but that's beside the point, Dr. Taylor. I was getting off because I wanted to talk to you. Dr. L says, yellow, hello. That's right, girl. Y'all got me over here cutting up, but it's all because I'm so passionate about ADHD and getting these kids better. I want to treat these babies. I want these babies to, guess what? Shine. It's not just the name of my book. It is the way I live. It's my passion. I prayed I didn't cry because I'm not going to cry. But y'all, when I tell you all, I want everybody to have this book because this is everything I tell my parents for a regular appointment. It doesn't matter. Yesterday, we had some absurd number of patients scheduled that I won't even say out loud. But if they had all come, it still wouldn't have mattered. I would have drugged myself to bed for 3 minutes to get up, to get ready for you all. Sister said, I didn't know if you were coming to get your hair done. I said, girl, I wasn't going to be on there without my hair done. But I had to take a break because the light had gotten dim. And sometimes as parents, the light gets dim. But I had to charge myself up because I thought tomorrow I'm going to get to tell the world what it is that I do all day, every day. And I want y'all to know that anybody can go to medical school. Anybody can get an MD. Anybody can get a DO. But everybody doesn't have the passion. And sometimes parents, what you need is somebody who has passion for you and your child. And I encourage you, there may not be a Dr. Brand to be around. There ain't many like me, so I've been told. You're not like any other psychiatrist I've ever met. I don't know what the other psychiatrists are like. And maybe they just hadn't met the one like me. I don't know. But I know that as for me, this is what I give all the time because I do want these babies to do well. And I really do want them to shine. So I thank you, Dr. Taylor. I thank you, all my doctor friends. I'm cutting up, says Dr. Taylor. Girl, this is every day for me. I cut up whatever these parents need for me to do to get these babies where they need to be, where I know they can be. I know these babies don't have to fail. I know these babies don't have to have low self-esteem. I know these babies don't have to end up on drugs. I know these babies don't have to be a part of the 33% of kids with ADHD who will drop out of high school. I know these kids can be in the only 5 to 10% of kids that will finish college. I know this. I know these kids can shine. I just need the parents to get some understanding about ADHD so that the babies can shine. The babies can shine. They can have the stars, the moon. They can have the whole world. But they have got to come to grips with the 4-word little bitty thing that can prevent all that from happening. They can do. Kristen says, have another party. Dr. Dreon Burst says, shine ebook. Let's get to shining. Nothing wrong with recharging, says Dr. Stacy. We are tagging people. Dr. Carrie, Stacy Carey is shared to her professional group. Mama says, my little sunshine shine. Oh, mommy. Dr. Madeline, we're putting in the book. Let's see. I think I got everybody up that way. Dr. Madeline says, there's only one Dr. Brandy B. I guess that's a good thing. Dr. Bobby says, your confidence is shining. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. Let's get in there, get this ebook. Let's get this ebook, www.shine.ebook.shop. Your belief in these kids makes the world of difference. Yes, it absolutely does. Let's get the ebook, shine.ebook.com. All right, go ahead. Let me just read for you. I've got about 11 minutes to just read something for you. All right. Let me go back over here. Y'all have just had me on a roll. And so we didn't even get to read a whole lot. But what causes ADHD? This is from the book. By definition, a mental illness is any disorder that impacts your child's behavior, thinking, sleeping, eating, learning, or mood. ADHD is one of the most extensively studied mental illnesses affecting children. Despite being extensively studied, though, research has not shown us any one cause for ADHD. And if you get nothing after you read this entire book about ADHD and what causes it, I want you to understand that it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Your baby has ADHD. Let's move on. Let's help them shine. Let's help them shine. Let's get this book into the hands of the people that need it. You can even gift a book. I see y'all are tagging some people. Let's go ahead and get this book to someone who we know needs it. But mom and dad, don't feel guilty. Don't feel bad. You did not do anything wrong. And your baby can shine. Several people say, well, I think I'm on board, Dr. Brandy B, but I don't know where to take my child. I'm glad you asked. It's in Shine. Who can diagnose ADHD? ADHD can be diagnosed by psychologists, neuropsychologists, physicians, including general pediatricians, developmental behavioral pediatricians, psychiatrists, child and adolescent psychiatrists, family practitioners, and neurologists. It can also be diagnosed by advanced practice registered nurses, like certified registered nurse practitioners, physician assistants, counselors, social workers, other licensed counselors or therapists, and by your school psychometrist. The point is, the first thing that I need you to do is to say, we got a situation. We have a situation. Then you can choose any of those people that I just read you out of this book called Shine. Any of those people can help you. Everybody has a pediatrician or family doctor. Start with them. To get in with me, somebody like Dr. Brandy B might take you a little while. And so we want you to go ahead and get the help your baby needs so they can shine. All right? Let me see. I've got a few more minutes. I want to read something. Y'all, everybody wants to know about treatment. What about those medicines? Well, what do I do in my book? Because I know I've seen almost 20,000 kids. That's a lot of kids. Everybody wants to see Dr. Brandy B. Why? Because I have kids winning and shining. Y'all remember even my low calorie, no calorie sweetener is shining because it's yellow. That's right. Yellow. Hello, like Dr. L said. All right, y'all, let me go over here. These are the things that parents are concerned about. They've heard horrible stories about a friend who sits in a corner and rocks because they took a certain medicine. You don't want your child to be on narcotics. I get that a lot. You fear your child will become addicted. You recall your own substance use history. You do not want your child to be labeled. You feel guilty. We got to let that go. You want to punish your child, whip them, spank them until they do better. It's all addressed right here in Shine. And then I'm going to go over to the end. I expound on all of that, y'all. All right. I expound on all that. Get your e-copy. You can start reading today. You want to know if my child's going to be on drugs because they took a stimulant? Get your e-copy and find out in 5 minutes. Don't wait for me to sign it, mail it, and seal it and deliver it. Go ahead and get the e-copy right now and find out. I'll even tell you what page it's on. Let me tell you what page it's on. Page 50. Whoa, that's not right. Let me go back over here. Oh, we'll put the book out too far. Like I'm old or something. I ain't old. 59, page 59. Page 59. We're going to start talking about right there the things that parents are concerned about. 20,000 patients almost. I've heard it all. All right. Very little things shock me about what parents are concerned about. I'm going to tell you one more thing. I'm going to read one more thing. I talk about advocating for your child. I talk about education, special education, which nobody wants, but get them to you. If your child is brilliant, they need special education. Education was written for the kid right here. If your kid's up here, that's special, okay? So anything outside of the norm is special. We got to get comfortable with that so we can help our children shine. www.shineebook.shop. Make sure you got it so you can have this in your hand right now while you're waiting on the physical copy to arrive with my little bitty signature on it. The last thing I talk about in the book, guys, is moving forward with ADHD. Moving forward with ADHD. Remember, the whole point is to shine. And if you look at stars, they shoot. They're moving. They're moving. I don't know a whole lot about astronomy and such, but they're moving. And that's because we need to get our kids shining such that they're not just hanging in the sky, but moving. And I use acronyms a lot. If you follow me on my Facebook fan page at Dr. Brandy B, Focus on a Friday, you know I use acronyms all the time. And at the end of my book, I ended with success because what I want is for children to be successful in the classroom and in life, okay? And so The last S of my success acronym in my book is make and repeat your affirmations and 6-word mantras. For example, my child will get better soon. 6-word mantra. Keep the faith, stay the course. Know that ADHD may be a disability, but with the proper treatment, your child can claim success and brag, I have this ability. Did y'all catch that? Your child may have a disability, but when you learn all you can about ADHD, they can say, I have this ability. With you by their side, your child will shine. And that's how my book ends. I believe it, I sleep it, I live it, I breathe it. Somebody out there is saying, oh my goodness, how can we get your ebook? I'm glad you asked. It's scrolling right across the screen. Purchase the ebook, www.shineebook.shop. Shineebook.shop. That's how you get the ebook. All right, please go ahead and get that and start reading it tonight. Start reading it tonight. Don't wait. Get the ebook right now. You want it. You need it. Mamas and daddies right there. And it's $2.99. You can't come see Dr. Rudolph Bowling or Dr. Brandon B, Dr. Brandon, none of us. You can't see any of us for $2.99, but you can get the ebook right now for just $2.99. Go ahead and get it downloaded on your phone. I got my phone right here. Nobody's ever far from their phone. Read it tonight. All right. If you want the physical copy, we've got that link in the chat. I'm going to read it, shineadhdbook.shop, or there is another copy. If Dr. Madeline is still around, if you put that in the chat, that would be awesome. Then the last thing I want to introduce y'all to, remember, shipping is free until midnight, Central Standard Time tonight on the book. It will go away and you will pay shipping after that. All right, because I got a feeling I got a lot of shipping to cover. So if you see me tapping at your door, I'm trying to save on shipping, and I want to see you too so we can shine together. Do an air hug, right? Because it's still a little bit of cold. All right, this is the last thing. Some people may say, well, Dr. Brandon B, how in the world can we work with you? How can we get more of you? And I'm glad you asked, because I want to give more of myself. Every Friday at noon, Central Standard Time, right here, this same page, Dr. Brandy B, Focus on the Friday. We do this every Friday, y'all. If you've been hanging out with me, just say, I hang out with you on Fridays. Just write Fridays. If you come hang out with Dr. Brandy B on Fridays, just say Fridays. We cut up. We have a good time. We learn a lot. We are passionate. We are serious. All right, now y'all getting that ebook for me? Please get the ebook, www.shineebook.shop, so you can read this tonight. That is by far the easiest way to get me. The second way to get me is to come and join me on Fridays. And then there's a third way. I recognize that some parents out there need a little bit more. You say, Dr. Brandy B, I got the book. I'm halfway through it while you still talking. I done read it because it's easy to read, right? It's jam-packed with, I want to say solar energy, but that's a different thing. It's jam-packed with information, and it's jam-packed with my passion. But it's not me. It's close to me, but it's not me. I'm going to do a 7-day challenge. 7-day challenge where we're going to get in there. We're going to work hard. We're going to figure out what's going on with your child. You're going to have some homework, so you got to go to school too, but we're going to get it done. I want you to email me at drbrandy@drbrandyb. Dr. Brandy at Dr. Brandy B. If you want to work with me, just write in the subject line, Shine 21. Shine 21. Email me, Dr. Brandy at Dr. Brandy B. Shine 21. If you can't remember, just say, I want to come do that thing you doing. And I'll know that you want to be there. It's going to be coming up in the next 3 to 4 weeks. I got to catch my breath, and then we'll talk about it. But y'all are going to have 7 days of me where we're going to be trying to figure out how can we make mornings better. Because if you got a child with ADHD, you know mornings are really, really, really rough. It can be. How can we make homework better? We're going to talk about it. All right. If you would do me a favor, if you have not already, go ahead, go over to www.shineebook.shop. Get that ebook for me. If you want to see me on Fridays, Focus on the Friday. I'm there every Friday, most Fridays. There's several videos there if you want to just check out and say, is she like this all the time? Or is she trying to get me to get that ebook? Go over there and look, and you'll see. 60 or more videos. Check them out. And then the last thing, if you want to work with Dr. Brandy B, a little bit closer, 10 people only. I'm only taking 10 people. Now, the people that left early, y'all better call them up and say, girl, she giving out free stuff over here. Come on back. You better send this email to Dr. Brandy at drbrandyb.com and write Shine 21. Because I want to figure out what we can do to help your child shine. Dr. Terrell says, mornings are a circus. Dr. L says, finishing strong. Miss Melanie Gales, oh my goodness, that is a mom friend, y'all. She is a jewel. She said, girl, you got to write a book. And here I am, Melanie. I made it. Thank you so much, girl, for being who you are. I had to call her as late as last week. This makes a great gift for your children's teacher. Absolutely it does. And we will eat. Or I had somebody to buy it for their local library. As a good gift as well. Dr. Kalechi's putting the book there. Sean Shepherd says, Destiny Shepherd wants to come and do the thing with you. Tell her to call me. Let's see. Dr. Stacy, Shine 21, Dr. Brandy at drbrandyb.com. Yes. Just purchase my copy, Dr. Bob. Thank you. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination is one of the symptoms of inattention. Dr. Stacy says, jam-packed with passion. I believe it. Yes, ma'am. Dr. Kalechi says, shine ebook.shop. Please get your copy now. Thank you for supporting me. Look at my friends. They're telling you to thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much. Get it now, says Dr. Kimming. Dr. Madeline says, Shine ADHD book.shop. Also for your paperback, get it personally signed. Yes, get your book bestseller. My husband says, even if you are functioning and doing good, but not necessarily your best, read the book and see if the symptoms remind you of yourself. Never is it too late to shine. That sounds like the man that might live with the shining woman. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, honey. Love you bunches. Thank you for letting me share my shine with the world. Friday, we got a whole lot of Fridays. Yes, 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 yes. Disability to visibility. You better come on. Dr. Brandy says, Dr. Stacey, disability. Dr. Charlotte says, thanks, I am a mama. And I think I saw where Dr. Charlotte says she got her copy. Thank you so much. Dr. Sarah says your child may have a disability, but even you learn what you need by reading Shine. They will say, I have this ability. Thank you, Dr. Sarah. Thank you, Ernestine. Dr. Charlotte, I thought I saw it. I see where you got your copy. Dr. Madeline is posting the link. Mama says she is so excited about my gifts. Dr. Kalechi says, thanks for what I do for the kids. Yes, yes, yes. We want our kids to be shooting stars, not hanging stars, not dangling stars, but shooting stars, moving and on the go. Dr. Kimmy says, really love your energy, and I can't wait to read my ebook, then get my physical autograph copy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessing to the children. There are special gifts from God says, Mama. Chrissy says, girl, I say, get down, girl. Go ahead, get down. Page 59. That's where you can find all you need to know about the medications. Miss Lish, one of my educators, she hangs out with me every Friday, and my classmate from high school. Thank you so much for stopping by. All right. Love you from your family in Atlanta. Thank you, Christy. Husband says he got his copy. Dr. L says, let's go shine on. All right, guys. I think that my time has come to an end. I think that it is a wrap. My shine is going to keep shining, but it's going to shine off screen. I want to say thank you all so much for coming. Y'all have met. Oh, Dr. L, thank you for the tea, girl, for my throat. Y'all, Dr. L has a launch on Friday, and she's got some tea I need it for my throat, girl. Thank you. You are fabulous. Melanie says she got hers. Thank you all so much. Y'all have just been absolutely phenomenal. I look forward to celebrating with you all more and more and more. But most importantly, I look forward to seeing your children shine. I am Dr. Brandy B, triple board certified pediatrician, adult psychiatrist, as well as child and adolescent psychiatrist. After this event today that you have witnessed, you have, I am prayerful and sure, helped to put me on the list of being one of those who is bestseller to add to the list. I'm the host of Focus on It Friday, every Friday, 12 noon Central Standard Time. I am a mommy of 3 who are 2, 4, and 6. I'm a wife to Attorney Fred. I'm daughter. I am friend. I'm sister. I am everything that anybody ever needs me to be. And I want to do whatever it is that I can do to help you shine. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for the outpouring of your love and support. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I look forward to seeing you all shine. Thanks again. Bye.